Well, hey there guys, Eugene here from Review Outdoor Gear, and I just want to do a little commentary today on our recent trip to the Palouse Falls with the DJI Phantom 3 Professional and the digital catastrophe we had, so to say. Not a huge deal, just it was kind of sad. So it's a beautiful waterfall out in Washington State. If you haven't been, you should definitely go. It's just this 190-foot drop of water. It's just beautiful. We shot a little film there. You can click the link there to watch. It's about two and a half minutes. It's a really nice little film about just going out to the Palouse Falls. Most of the shots, like this one here, are actually not shot with the drone or the quadcopter, but are shot with this device here, which is the GLIDECAM that we built ourselves. It's a homemade video shooting device. You can check it out on our channel. There's a link there. But of course, these shots we're up way up here, looking from the top. You got to have a quadcopter for this aerial videography, so that's where the DJI Phantom 3 came in. So here you could see me setting it up and pulling it out. So the plan was to get some more shots on our way up from the waterfall and just get some, shots of us walking. And so then I got up here and I was shooting these shots kind of coming over this edge of this cliff and looking at the waterfall, which is just beautiful. And eventually I got down to the lower part of it here and was just getting some nice shots flying up to it. Getting some nice up close approach shots. I think they looked pretty nice. I ended up using some of them. Now this footage here comes from the controller. The DJI Phantom controller actually records a lower quality video signal, which is a 720p video, which is what you see here. Which is very nice because that allows you to at least use something and review footage if you ever do crash. And the DJI Phantom is actually an amazing device. I mean, I've crashed it twice before that, once at home when I just started, and the other time you can see a picture of here. I kind of hit a tree and it flipped and fell in the sand. No big deal. Survived just fine. And up to this point I've had about 20 hours of flight time and about 170 miles worth of flight on it, and I was getting pretty confident. So that's kind of what led up to this situation. So you could see here me approaching the waterfall a little bit, and I was going to get a nice pan shot from the side coming up here. As you can see there in that shot, you can see me approaching the waterfall this way. And the plan was to kind of get a nice panning shot here, and you can see there's kind of some drizzling water here on the side and then the main waterfall here. So I came up and got pretty close, and the plan was to just kind of fly along and get a nice panning shot. Now I did not know that I was actually flying at somewhat of an angle towards the waterfall, and actually this is more probably like what I was doing right here. And of course I'm just looking this way, so I'm not seeing what's on the side here. And I thought I had a pretty good awareness of what was going on, but apparently I didn't. So then as I'm flying here, you can see in the video that I come really close to this and I noticed this right away. And at that point I try to pull back out, but because of the lag in the video signal and the controls and everything, it's just a very, very quick, you have to have a very quick response. I ended up just getting right into this pocket here. And as I pulled back out, I hit this rock. And that is what led to the crash. So here's just more of a slow motion recap of that. So I'm going left here on my pan, and I kind of see that I'm getting really close, a little bit closer to the water, but it's just, this is split seconds of time to make decisions. And I noticed this, and this is when I really noticed something's going on, and I try to pull back right there. You can see me going back, and I just clipped that rock. I almost made it past it. If I would have pulled back just a little bit sooner, it would have been fine. And right here, I'm just going to pause. There, you can see a little bit more. So I was flying right through here. And I got here, and this is when I really noticed stuff was happening. And I saw this in my view, and I tried to pull back, and I almost missed this rock, but I did not. And that's where I kind of clipped it right there. And I bounced off right into the waterfall. And pretty quick the footage cut out and I couldn't see anything else. Now we were way over up there and I was not visually seeing this. I didn't have line of sight vision. I mean, I could have if I was looking here, but I was looking at my controller And Vlad was spotting me. He was kind of telling me where I was, and right when I was about in this area here, he said, "Hey, you know, you're too close," and it was just a split second late. And so, of course, down the waterfall I go, and here's where we realize it pretty quick. And Vlad's explained a little bit of what's going on. Now, at this point, you know, we're like, oh, there's really not a good chance of us getting it back. The drone doesn't really float really well, and you know, the chance of finding it was going to be pretty low. And the force of the water there is pretty strong, so it probably just shredded it right up and destroyed it pretty badly. Now, I just wanted to mention too, the new that came out, Phantom 4. You know, it has the avoidance features and all of that, and I think in this case, unfortunately, it would probably not have helped, because the crash or the contact happened really from behind with me backing up. It might have prevented me from approaching the waterfall that close. Maybe that would have worked, but it doesn't really have side vision or backwards vision.
Sad story. My sad piloting skills resulted in me.
So basically what I learned from this whole experience was just, you know, you don't get overconfident, just be very careful with, especially with the waterfalls, because it's kind of, or any water, bodies of water, because it's kind of the worst place to crash. If you crash in a field, in a building, something, you can still kind of go retrieve your quadcopter, and you can at least get the footage back and probably salvage some part of it. But in the water, it really, especially a waterfall like this, it's really hard to find it. I mean, it's probably destroyed. And I did have my phone number and a name on it and all that. There's a chance it will float up somewhere downstream and somebody may return it. So if that happens, that would be very, very cool. But my hopes are not that high for that. So good thing though, we did get some footage that we were able to retrieve from the controller. We were able to make the film. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed me commenting here on this, and please leave your questions below and let me know what you think. Also, be sure to click this eye here to check out a playlist of other really cool videos from our channel of nature. You know, this Phantom was purchased specifically for this channel for making these videos, and for now the aerial photography will have to be on pause. But if anybody, and I hate to do this, is interested in helping out to get a new one, that would be awesome. Let me know down in the comments. Also, be sure to check out the main film and the behind the scenes footage here by clicking the links above. And thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe, leave your thumbs up, and as always, praise God for everything He's done for us.